It's official. Donovan Mitchell has signed a 3-year extension to remain with the Cleveland Cavaliers. After 2 years of whispers about New York, about Brooklyn, about Miami, Spida, it was announced earlier today that he will sign a 3-year deal with a player option involved to remain with the Cavaliers to try and continue to build upon what they've done so far. A first-round victory this year, and then, of course, they went up against the Boston Celtics. From day one, there were rumors about the Knicks, about the Nets. Those are shut down. Those are quiet for now. Hey, everybody, Billy Beebe back with you. It's a great day in Cavs news, and that Cavs news comes to you with Cavs Digest when you subscribe. That's a big reason to subscribe, to check in with us and stay tuned in with the channel. So, as we talked about, what an exciting day as Donovan Mitchell inks a 3-year extension to remain with the Cavaliers. A lot of sighs of relief from Cavs fans. This was the final year of his contract. A lot of debate if they needed to trade him, if they needed to look at trading him because they didn't want to get nothing for him. He was been terrific this past year. I know Cleveland was so thrilled with him and thought he was so great, which he absolutely was. MVP candidate, all-star. I mean, I'm wearing his 71-point game shirt right now. He's been so great and so fun. And again, you kind of got that news from Woj earlier today. $150.3 million over 3 years. Now, why only 3 years? There's going to be some discussion on that, I understand. The main reason we're doing 3 years is he'll have 10 years in the NBA at the end of that player option year. And that'll make him eligible for a larger extension where he can get 35% of the cap. Essentially, he can get $65 million if he does 3 years instead of 4. So there's your explanation there. I know there's going to be rumors flying, oh, they wouldn't give him 4. He didn't want to do 4. It's just about money. He's got an opportunity to get a larger extension. A lot of complaints right now that the Cavs haven't been too involved in free agency. Look, they needed to get this done. This was hanging over the head of the organization. This was hanging over the head of fans and probably Donovan Mitchell, who we were hearing great things about and positivity about and whatnot. But to get this deal done, to keep him in Cleveland is such a big deal. And again, we were kind of looking at his stats a little bit earlier as we were talking about. Just terrific last year at almost 27 points per game. He's rebounding. He's passing. I had some gripes with him against Orlando, but I thought he kind of put those to the side and really amped it up with how he played in the playoffs. He was exactly what they needed. And I know all of Cleveland's happy. The front office is happy, which we'll get to them in just a second and talk about the front office and getting this deal done. But first, let's take a look at what Spida had to say after finally getting this bad boy done.
All year I've been saying the same shit. Like, saying how much I like it. And every day it's like, oh, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I think it's hilarious. It is what it is. But I'm glad I got this shit done, man. Glad I got this shit done, Cleveland. Whew. Now we can focus, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to it.
Yeah, terrific. That's exactly what you want to see from him. Glad to get it done. Got that out of the way. Let's get to work. It's been so fun to have him in Cleveland. The fact that he was up for grabs and Cleveland was in the mix, it was actually kind of a shocker. It was a random, I think, Thursday that they corralled him and gave up some pieces in Lauri Markkanen that the Cavs really treasured. And, of course, Colin Sexton has a history here, but everybody super happy when Donovan Mitchell arrived. They've been super happy with how he's played. Again, you got the 71-point shirt on right now. That was a terrific moment. Finally getting through that series this year. All-star moment. I mean, he's been so good. He's been everything you wanted out of what you gave up for him. So great. I know the city loves him. He's really come to love Cleveland and shown he's loved Cleveland. But the ultimate idea of I love Cleveland, of course, is to sign that extension. And congratulations to him. You know, of course, that's such a big deal to get that third contract, and he's already looking at his fourth, well-deserved. And congratulations to the front office. Koby Altman has done a ton since he's been in Cleveland. I want to take a second to shout him out and talk about him real quick. Really, his tenure begins in that final LeBron year A lot of pressure for him to be a part of that Kyrie Irving deal and get what he could out of that. He ends up getting that first-round pick, which was very valued at the time. Now he holds on to that and remakes the Cavaliers at the trade deadline, if you recall. I mean, he brings in a ton of players at that deadline to try and get them to the finals, which he did, and then eventually try and make the difference. Drafting-wise, he's been solid. He's done a good job to try and make some moves. Of course, he drafted Darius Garland. He drafted Colin Sexton, who's a solid NBA player. Garland's been a huge piece. And then, of course, he drafted Evan Mobley. I mean, he's made flips like Larry Nance for Lauri Markkanen. He got the Mitchell deal done. He swooped in, overpowered other teams, kind of surprised people and made sure it got done. And then he keeps Donovan Mitchell here. This is terrific. My question, is this one of the biggest signings in Cleveland history? A top 15 player remains with the Cavs without LeBron James being a part of it. Is this the biggest free agent signing in Cleveland history outside of LeBron? Is this even the biggest acquisition in Cleveland history outside LeBron? Let me know in the comments. I know we got K-Love. There was a Kyrie extension. Obviously, LeBron back the second time. There's some other guys they brought in over the years, some guys that got you excited. I love the randoms. Feel free to comment the Andrew Bynums, the acquisitions that always stick out in your head. But Cavs fans, people following the Cavs should note this is a big day for the Cavaliers organization. It's a big day for Donovan Mitchell. Let us know what you think about this and what the Cavs have done so far in free agency. Like I talked about, really haven't done a ton. There's still some moves to make, and we'll see if they get in on that. Make sure you stay tuned with Cavs Digest for more.